So the posture. The posture channel is one of the most fascinating. The posture channel shows us what's happening in our subconscious. So somebody that's like this all the time, what do they feel like? They're sad. What's a posture for fear? Sometimes we're going to do this, try and make ourselves small, cover up, right? What's a posture for happy? I'm happy, big, open, happy. Flight patterning. Foot's going, picking the fingers, staring at the door. We're in a flight. Fight, fists. Fight patterns usually come up the body. Flight patterns go down the body. So our body, our posture is anything. It's our breath, it's our movement, it's how we eat, it's how we walk, it's how we talk, it's how we breathe. The posture channel is most effective when energy is stuck or looping because it helps us close the loop by completing the movement. So there's this book that I was reading, I forget his name now, on somatics, but he was working with a guy who was in the war, and there was an IED or whatever that is. I was going to say IUD, that's so funny. IED. And there was this big explosion, and as the explosion was happening, he was kind of turning his head to see what it was, and he got stuck. So he had this twitch, and he couldn't get rid of the twitch, and he kept like twitching towards that direction. And so the guy that was working with him had him slow down. It's kind of EMDR a little bit, right? Has him slow down, relive it a little bit, and let him complete it. So then he turned his head all the way, let the motion, the physical motion, years after the fact, let it complete. Then the tick went away. Because sometimes our body gets stuck in a loop. And we have to let whatever our body was trying to do complete. The posture channel comprises the shape the body is in, the tone of our voice, facial expressions and hand gestures. Look at me, I'm hand gesturing. I'm a big hand gesturing person. Secretions like sweating, crying, salivating, body trembling and shaking. It's really any way the body is behaving. So as we begin to do these postures, right, we think about happy. Let's do a happy posture. What does a happy posture feel like? Everyone kind of do their own happy posture. Yes, happy, right? A happy posture. What is a sad posture for you guys? Let's do that sad posture really slow, really slow. And notice how you feel when you're doing these postures. Play around with how the body is moving, because the body is showing us what's going on in our subconscious. But the most important thing about the posture channel is that we can use our posture to manifest what we want. That's one of the most powerful parts of the posture. So, I want to be happy. I'm going to stick with something really simple. I just want to be happy. So then what you're going to do is you're going to visualize somebody who's happy. The most happy person you can think of. What do they walk like? What do they talk like? What do they eat like? Model it. Even if your bully mind is going, excuse my language, this is bullshit. This is total bullshit. What are we doing? This is BS. This doesn't mean anything. Your subconscious doesn't know any better. Your subconscious is taking cues from your body. So we can understand what's going on in our subconscious by the way our body is behaving, but we can influence our subconscious by changing the way we move. The posture is so powerful in that way. How am I doing on time? I'm good. It's so powerful in that way because we get to now shift. And what's going to happen is you're going to shift into happy. And you're going to walk like someone who's happy. And you're going to talk like someone who's happy. And you're going to breathe and move and all of these things like someone is happy. And then you're going to hear your mind going, but wait a second. we're not supposed to be happy. And that's when you can flip into the mind channel and go, why do I think that? Is that really true? And you're going to unravel it. You might take what your mind is saying, this isn't true, you can't feel this way. And you might take that feeling and go, where am I feeling this? In my body, in my heart. Okay, well, is it heavy or light? Is it moving or still? What do I want to do? I want to take it out of my heart. I'm going to take this thing out. And you can use any tool. Sometimes people use spoons or shovels or thread that they're pulling out. Pulling. It's all out. What do I want to do with it? One thing that I've been working with people a lot on that's really working lately is I have them visualize a zipper going from the top of their head to the bottom of their body. And then just pull the zipper down and step out and let it fall like a pile of clothes at your feet. How does it feel looking at this old pile of clothes? It's uncomfortable. All right, where's that discomfort? It's in my stomach. It's in my head. It's in my jaw, wherever it is. What do we want to do with that? I want to move it. I want to scoop it out. But I can't. It's like air. I can't get it out. It's too light. All right, well, how do we capture it? I'm going to take a special net and I'm going to scoop it up with the special net. Like, our imagination's limitless. So any questions about the posture?
I have a question about, can you utilize this with people who have health issues where they think they are always unhealthy,
Hypochondria.
Yeah, but I've worked with clients who had health issues, but then part of them feels like they deserve to be unhealthy.
Yes. So what you would do with that, and what I would do with that is I would, that's a lot of fear-based stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you might have them isolate in their body. You might have them recall fear. Let's recall a time where you felt fearful. Let's recall the time when you first found out you were sick. Because that's probably at that point it happened, right? They found out they were sick. They got totally activated by it. And then they came to into an agreement that they didn't deserve to be healthy. So instead of focusing on what they're doing that they don't deserve, you want to bring up the feeling, okay, let's recall a time when X, Y, and Z happened. And I just want you to notice where you feel it in your body. And then ask those, is it moving? Is it still? Is it slippery? Is it sensational language? And I'll often tell people, I'll start this by saying, if telling a story was going to make us feel better, it would have already. We're not dealing with the story right now. We're dealing with the sensations of it. But a lot of times there might be a time where it's bound by fear. Let's recall fear. It's really funny when I have somebody on my table and I put them into this relaxed state and I'm like, so how do you feel? Very relaxed. And I'm like, all right, well, is there anything else present? No. And then I have to go like, okay, well, now we're going to recall. And I usually will do a lot of talking before to find out what it is they're looking to work on. A good question you can ask someone is like, okay, if there's one emotion you've been feeling lately, what emotion is it? But you want to have some stuff to pull up. Okay, well, now I'm going to have you, but I will always, if their baseline is calm, I will have them describe calm. What does calm feel like? It's like warm water down my back. It's like the sun on my face. It's like being in the middle of a field and listening to the birds, whatever it is, right? I'm going to do a baseline. If that's what theirs, if they want to start with relaxed, I'm going to start with relaxed and I'm going to have them be there. I'm going to have them describe it. And then I'm going to have them recall a time where they didn't feel that. What does that feel like? Where do you feel that? It's in my chest. And then I'm going to go into having them describe it sensationally. And if it gets really strong, I'm going to bring them back to the blue. I'm going to bring them back to, okay, just for a moment, let's go back to the sun on your face and your feet going into the sand, and it's now in the cool sand because it gets cooler as you go down into the sand, and you could hear the waves going on. Okay, so now we're going to go back to this place. What does this feel like now? Oh, it's not as heavy. Okay, let's tackle this a little bit more now. Because it doesn't have to happen all at once. You can go back and forth between these feelings with people or with yourself. Any other questions about posture? No. Posture is the number one way, in my opinion, to manifest. Your mind is going to have a lot of limitations. Your mind is going to say, I'm not deserving of this, or I'm deserving of that, or this isn't good, or this is bad. Our posture, we can directly influence our subconscious by moving differently.